What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about another player who you guys probably have never heard of before. He plays for the Minnesota Wild, and his name is Kirill Kaprizov, I think. That's how you say his name. So if you guys want to see more of these, leave a like, subscribe, and then notification bell. I didn't have time to do Wildcat73. Follow me on Twitter, and hit up all my socials in my bio. So yeah. But first I want to mention, I have a video down for Wednesday. We are not uploading tomorrow because I am busy tomorrow, and we are talking about one of the Penguins' very own players. We talked about him. We haven't talked about him yet, and yeah, he's a centerman. He's a left winger for the Minnesota Wild of the NHL. He's on his birthday's actually this month. He was drafted 135th overall in 2015 by the Minnesota Wild, and he's from somewhere in Russia. His name is Kirill Kaprizov, and this season he has 70 games, 42 goals, 47 assists, 89 points, 22 plus minus, 28 PIM, 12 PPG, 25 PPP, 0 SHG and 0 SHP, 4 game-winning goals, 1 overtime goal, 253 shots, and a 16.6 shooting percentage. And his career is 125 games, 69 goals, nice, 71 assists, 140 points, plus minus of 32, 44 PIM, 20 PPG of 20, a PPP of 38, 0 SHG, 0 SHP, 7 game-winning goals, 3 overtime goals, 410 shots, and a 16.8 shooting percentage. He came up in the league to join the league in the shortened 56 game season. So I haven't been able to watch him because he plays for the Wild, and the Pens don't play the Wild that much, but he's just been really, really good. And he has combined of 125 games in his last 2 seasons. And he's played 70 this year and 55 in 2020-2021 as a rookie. So he's not a rookie, surprisingly. And he has a 57, face-off wins. He actually is not, he's one of my favorite players, and surprisingly, he's actually one of those players that are quietly having a good season. And he's just been, like I said, he's quietly having a great season. And since I've read you off his numbers, he's only 24. He is going to be part of that Wild team that's going to be really, 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 really good for future. And he's number 97, but he stole Connor McDavid's number, but that's okay. We might be talking about Connor McDavid not in this video, but like in a future video. Maybe on Thursday we'll talk about Connor McDavid. And I do want to talk about Connor McDavid individually. And so, yeah, like I said, he's quietly having a good season. And I love Kirill Kaprizov. And there's a goaltender who I confuse him with. But you know what? This player, like I said, he is a lefty. And lefties are hard to come by in the MLB, in the NHL, in the MLB, and the NHL. And so he is, like I said, he's a lefty, so that's good to know. And he's like, when the Penguins play, I only saw him once when the Penguins have played them, because I don't think he was in Pittsburgh when they came. I don't think he played with the Wild when the Wild were in Pittsburgh in November. But that's okay. Like I said, he's going to be like part of that future. I'm hoping and praying for him that he gets to hoist that Stanley Cup here in a couple of weeks. In the coming weeks. And so, yeah, this Kirill Kaprizov is, like I said, he's one of my favorite players. He, surprisingly, he's a very, he does look like he's 24. But you know what? That's okay. And he is not, cancel. I'm gonna probably, I don't know. So, I don't know what else to say about him. He, beat the Smith far side. He's just, ooh. But, yeah, so Kirill Kaprizov is one of my favorite players. He hasn't played since yesterday. And, again, so the Wild, they don't play. They're, surprisingly, the Minnesota Wild this season are actually, they are standings. Minnesota Wild this season they're second in their division behind they are 10 and 20 minus 4. 16 points behind the Colorado Avalanche, and they are 44, 21, and 6, and they have 94 points. And they are 8 points. They are 8 wins. The Avs have 8 more wins than the Wild. And the Wild are pushing for a playoff spot, which would be nice to get them a playoff spot, but I hope they get into the playoffs. But unfortunately, they might not make it very far in the playoffs. But you never know. So I'll be watching the Wild a lot in the playoffs, and hopefully that if they can make it very far, then that would be kind of cool to see Kirill Kaprizov win a cup. But you know what? That's okay if he doesn't, because though he's only 24, and the Wild will be really, really good for years to come. And so, yeah, I don't have much to say. So, anyway, that is it for this video. Remember, leave a like, subscribe to the notification bell. I'll be on Snapchat, at 7:30. Follow me on Twitter, and I will see you all on Wednesday for another video. Peace!